Feel much welcome to our today's lesson. Here is a question on the periodic table. Below is a periodic table. NB, the letters do not represent the actual symbols of the elements. So any letter that will be provided in the periodic table, note that it is not the real chemical symbol of that element. So a periodic table was provided for in this question, but for us here, I will teach you first on how you can draw your own periodic table. So follow me as I teach you on how you can draw your own periodic table, and then that is the very periodic table that you then use in the following questions. So to draw your own, you require to do this. 1, you draw a vertical line like that. Then you divide it into 4. Once you divide it into 4, then you come here, up here, then you extend one more time, then you divide it into 3, then you come down here, you extend it a bit, then you shade this part, that is the part that contains the transition elements. Then you go up to this point, so but you won't make a line, so but make sure that it is reaching up to this point. Then you extend it further away, and then you divide it into 6 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then remember this line was up to this far, but you're not supposed to like draw a line in between. We should have an empty space here. Then there is this line. Again, you're not supposed to extend it, but once you reach here, a line that is a continuation of that line, then you extend it to the end. You come down here, you again extend it to the end. Down here still, you extend it to that end. From there, you come here, you extend it upwards in a way that it will be an extension of this line all the way to the end. So that way, then you confirm if there is anything that you have omitted. For the vertical ones, they should be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the horizontal ones, for the first 20 elements, they should be 4. For the first 20 elements. So we have 1 that extends to the far end, we have 2, we have 3, and then the 4th one. So that way you're ready with the periodic table that you can then use in the questions that follow. So before we begin with the answering of the questions, there is an interpretation that you are supposed to have on the periodic table that has been given. And in other questions, the periodic table that is provided is usually referred to as the grid. So we have the following to make interpretations to make on the periodic table. So the first one is that once you're provided with such a grid, or rather the periodic table that is provided, you're supposed to come up here and then you indicate the groups. So the vertical ones, the columns that go downwards, are the groups. So we indicate the number of each group. And then remember, for the groups we use the Roman numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, on and on up to number 8. For the periods, we can use the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So up here, that is where we are supposed to indicate the groups to which each and every column belongs to. So this is Roman 1, Roman 2. We jump this space, we go to Roman 3, to Roman 4, Roman 5, Roman 6, Roman 7, Roman 8, up there. Then to the horizontal ones, these are the periods, and this is period 1, period 2, period 3, and period 4. So meaning elements that are along this line, and along period 1 we have this one and this one that is on this other side, because they are on the same line. Period 2, they are all these two here. We jump the space, we continue with it all the way to the end. Period 3, these two, we jump the space, we come to these other ones up to the end. And then we have period 4 that runs from one end to the rest, to the other end. So once we have done that, we are then supposed to come in the spaces provided here, and then we write numbers. Number 1, we go to the end, to the other end, we write number 2, we come back here, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, down here 19, 20. Once we reach number 20, there is this space that is in between that we said belongs to the transition elements or the transition metals. This space is usually divided into 10. Divided into 10 columns, or the vertical spaces. They are usually 10. So it's only that ours is too small to divide it to 10, but it is usually divided to 10. So now that it is divided into 10 sections, the vertical ones, from number 20, by the time we are going to this space, it will be 20 plus this 10, so that is 30. So by the time we are reaching here, we are number 31. So we don't go from 20 then 21 on this side. In between we have 10 vertical columns, and so from this, that is number 20, all the way to this other one, we must add the 10 sections that we have. So 20 plus this 10, 30, then that one, then this one is 32, 33, 34, 35, and then 36. In our secondary school syllabus in chemistry, we usually write the electronic configuration for the first 20 elements. So there is no way that you'll be asked to write the electronic arrangement or the electronic configuration for these elements that are from number 21 and upwards. So, but even though you won't be asked about them, something should be clear in your mind, that the outermost energy level for each and every group has got the same number, even though we don't go to the extent of writing the electronic arrangement for such elements like this one, N and P, but they still share the same characteristics with the elements that are up here. Like now this one is group 4, meaning that the outermost energy level has got 4 electrons. So even for N, it will still be sharing the same characteristics. The outermost energy level will still have 4 electrons. For this one, P, even though it has an atomic number that we don't deal with in the writing of the electronic arrangement, it will still have the same characteristics as that one of group 7. So for groups and all the characteristics of the group 7 elements will still be in element P. So that is one thing that we should note and never forget. So if on your side, if maybe you have forgotten the way to remember the first 20 elements, there is a video that I did in the past, and we can still have it in the near future, and I teach you that mnemonic that we use in the remembering of those elements. For now, we go to the first question. What name is given to the elements in group 1, 2, 4, 7, and 8? So what is that name that is given to those elements in group 1, 2, 4, 7, and 8? So here is the answer. Group 1 elements are known as the alkali metals. They are known as the alkali metals. They are known as the alkali metals. Group 2, they are known as the alkaline earth metals. The alkaline earth metals. Group 4, they are known as the metalloids because they share the characteristic, they are in between. They are neither metals nor non-metals. They are in between. When you're writing the electronic arrangement for group 4, they have 4 electrons in the outermost energy level, and during structure and bonding, group 4 elements can either gain, and when they gain, they behave like non-metals, and when they can also lose the 4 electrons, so that way they behave like metals. So you see they are in between. They behave as both the metals and also the non-metals. Then the group 7, they are known as the halogens. Group 8, they are called the noble gases. They are noble. They neither gain nor lose. They neither gain nor lose. They are just stable. For group 4, as I said, they can gain and they can also lose. So there we can, for the group 4, we can use the word either. They either gain or lose. For group 7, they neither gain nor lose. Then we have this other question. Identify the group and period to which each element belongs. So for element H, from the periodic table, we indicated that this is group 1. So element H, because it is in the vertical column indicated as group 1, it is in group 1. So we indicate down here that element H is in group 1. Remember, the 1 is in Roman form. Still on the same group H, we go to the side of the period. It is in period 2. Period 2. And there we use the natural numbers. Element M, I know by now you can do it. So here is group 1 for M and period 4. So group 1 and period 4. We go to L. Up here we have group 3, and then horizontally period 3. So there is 3, 3. So group 3 and period 3. So there we have 3, 3. But remember, one is in the Roman form, the other one in the natural number form. Element L. Up here we have 4. So group 4, period 4. Group 4, period 4. So you go to where they intersect. So 4, 4 for the group and for the period. So group 4 and period 4 as well. So group 4, period 4. We go to K. K, up here we have 6, so group 6, and it intersects with 2 on the other side. So group 6, period 2. Group 6, period 2. Group 6 and period 2. Group 6 and period 2. We go back to element P. Element P, give me the answer. I can already hear you saying group 7 and period 4. Group 7, period 4. Group 7, period 4. And there are the answers. There we have all the answers to that question from the first to the last. Could you be having any question about that? In case you have any question, feel free to ask it up in the comment section. And if there is a question that is always there, it is this one, with so many types of questions, and I have really tried to gather a few of them that are common, even as we go ahead adding more and more and more. So I hope you have copied the question and has indicated all the answers correctly.